What's going on, everybody on the internet? My name is Noviek, and welcome to the first of many E3 React videos. Now, what I'm going to be doing with this series, I guess it's a series, is where I'm just going to talk about some really cool things that I see at E3, things I like, and I'm only going to talk about the things that I thought were really cool. But today, we're going to be starting by talking about Star Wars: The Old Republic's new expansion, Knights of the Old Empire, or is it Fallen Empire? Sorry, Knights of the Fallen Empire. Now, I'm looking at the Star Wars: The Old Republic website right now, and I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the description, but I'm going to read off some things, read off some of the character bios and stuff like that, read off some of the new rewards stuff that you'll be getting, and just talk about the features in general, and then talk about the CGI trailer that they showed at E3. So, to start off, I'm going to read off what essentially is the story as we know it for right now. So the title for it is "A Man Can Have Anything If He's Willing to Sacrifice Everything." Step into an epic, story-driven adventure as your character becomes the Outlander, a veteran of the Great Galactic War. A third faction threatens the galaxy as we know it, and your choices will determine the fate of both the Sith Empire and Galactic Republic. Knights of the Fallen Empire includes the first 9 chapters, fueled by BioWare-style cinematic storytelling that kicks off a new player-driven story arc that puts you at the center of a conflict where your choices have impact on outcomes, including unexpected twists and betrayals. Choose your path, join or betray companions, old and new, and shape the future of the entire galaxy as well as your own. Best of all, this is only the beginning. The adventure begins on October 27th. Free for all subscribers. Prepare to face your destiny. Now, first off, let's just get this out of the way. Free for all subscribers. That's amazing. That's one step up for BioWare and for EA, because usually you'd have to pay, you'd have to fork over like $20-$30 for the expansion, but if you subscribe to the game, this is free. Absolutely free, and you get to play all of it. It sounds like from what they're saying, they're releasing kind of like chapter-based content, so, I mean, you get the story probably like one chapter each month, but the chapter's probably jam-packed of awesomeness. I don't know. God, it sounds so cool. Another section in here, I'm going to read off the sections real quick, and then I'll talk about what my thoughts on this entire thing are. And it says, continuous storyline, choices that matter, BioWare storytelling, and more. Be at the center of your personal Star Wars story where choices matter, impact outcomes. You will become the Outlander level 60 veteran of the Great Galactic War. Build a team of hand-picked allies to join your alliance, meet new companions, and reunite with existing companions ready to offer you their loyalty. Play one of 8 class stories enhanced to offer a deeper, more accessible experience purely focused on immersing you in a personal Star Wars story. This is only the beginning of an evolving Star Wars story. New chapters released on a regular basis. So that could be weekly, that could be monthly. We don't know. We don't know at all. We will find out, however. Now I'm going to go down to the subscribers program. I guess I could be showing footage. I'll probably take screenshots and I'll show you guys and I'll put them up in the video. But however, so the subscriber rewards program is essentially, so if you're a subscriber, you get these rewards. July 31st, you will get a new companion, Nico Okar, who is your new companion. So when you travel with Nico Okar, the legendary gunslinger from Star Wars: The Old Republic's Return cinematic trailer, you can be sure that he will always have your back. So the smuggler, the guy with the cool hat and the really cool trench coat looking thing and the dual-wielding pistol guy from the Return trailer, he's going to be a new companion for you guys. Then coming August 31st, you get his blaster set. So you can either you can use his pistols or he can use you can get new pistols for him to use. A stylish weapon set for the enthusiastic gunslinger. Keep it for yourself or give it to your companion. So you can keep it for yourself. Just confirm that. I should probably read that before I start talking about things. And then you can get the Nico Okar Duster coat. So you can wear what he wears at any point in time after this. Or at September 30th, sorry. Impressive is the only word that describes Nico's swashbuckling duster. You can be sure that wearing this duster sets you apart from other heroes. Then come October 19th, you get the Swoop Bike, which is a new mount Inspired by Knights of the Old Republic, escape your enemies in epic style on your custom Star Wars The Knights of the Old Republic inspired swoop bike. So you get a new mount, you get a new outfit, you get a new companion, and you get new pistols, all for just being a subscriber to the game during these specific dates, essentially, which is leading me to believe that the experience boost, the story experience boost, will end once the this new next expansion releases. However, that could not be the case. It could still continue even after this goes, because what essentially this expansion is doing is encouraging you to play through all the character classes and then play through the story and forge your own story in each of these classes, because it could possibly be different, because your choices will matter. So if you want to be a badass Sith and you want to be dark side all the way, you could turn this into a really dark story. You want to be a Jedi, you can turn it into a really light story. You want to be a bounty hunter, you can just be making money, profiteering from all of this stuff, all that's going on, and fighting for both sides, I would assume. Or if you want to be like an Imperial agent or something like that, you know, they're probably going to send you in to assassinate the, they're not Jedi, they're not Sith, the in-betweeners, I want to call them, the Dark Jedi. I'll just call them Dark Jedi. So these are probably Dark Jedi, I would assume, or they're Light Sith. I don't know. They're a middle a faction, essentially, that raised their own Force sensitives, which sounds really awesome. Kind of sounds like the Revenites, but the Revenites kind of spawned from the Sith, and it's a little weird, but it sounds really awesome, and I'm really excited. Now, if you're a subscriber from July 31st to October 19th, you get 7 days of early access to this game, or to this new expansion, so you get it a week early, and you get to experience all this story before anybody else, which is what I'm going to do. That way I can get a ton of it recorded for you guys, and have what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the 7 days early access, record as much as I possibly can of the expansion, and then I'll put the first video out on the day of its initial release, not the early access release, is what I'm going to be doing, just to make sure everything's totally fine and that everything just turns out well. Now I'm going to go on to the cast of characters, and I should be having screenshots for all of this. I don't know how that's going to work out. But the guy wearing the white in the cinematic trailer with the one robotic arm and like half a robotic face, his name is Arkin, the Dark Prince. Destiny is a lie. Destiny is a lie. Fate is the falsest of hopes. I am beyond prophecy. I forged my own path by making the difficult choices. Now it's your turn. I am not without mercy. Surrender and you may live. Stand against me, and I will turn you into a monument for fools who believe their victory is preordained. Choose wisely. That is awesome. That is awesome. I'm going to go into the CGI and my thoughts on the CGI after I read off this next character, whose name is Valkorion, the Immortal Emperor. I can make you powerful beyond reason if you will only kneel. That's awesome. Everything until now has been the means to an end. I forged the Emperor of Zarkul to surmount all of my previous works. It will span eternity. Do not presume there are limits to my power. The Eternal Empire commands a fleet that will reshape the galaxy into any image I choose. Whatever you hope to achieve by opposing me, know that you will never succeed. So it sounds like the middle faction is called the Eternal Empire, or it's called the Empire of Zakul. I'm not sure what this is necessarily called, but it sounds freaking epic. I don't know how else to explain that. It just sounds really super awesome. Now we're going to go on to the Outlander, who is supposed to be your player character, a veteran of the Great Galactic War. This is your story. Whether Jedi, Sith, soldier, or mercenary, you are a veteran of the Great Galactic War, but your greatest challenge is yet to come. A new power lurks in the depths of space, a vast dominion beyond anything you have ever encountered. It awaits your arrival, and your choices will change everything. And of course, now there's Lana Beneco, the Dark Advisor. I deemed you a worthy ally once. I hope I wasn't wrong. The Sith Empire and Galactic Republic have fallen. The Jedi and Sith have retreated to their temples. No one remains to stand between the Eternal Empire and the utter destruction of all we hold dear. It has to be you. Find the strength within yourself to persevere and sacrifice your own needs for those of the galaxy. You're our last hope. Wow. I like that. Then Valen, who I don't know, the remorseless prodigy. Rules are for the people who lack the creativity to break them. I have always been held back. All my life, my power has been restrained for fear of the chaos and bloodshed that I might inflict on a whim. But our whims represent our trust, our truest self. Sorry, not trust. And now that my power is fully my own, I intend to be very truthful. Now, there are 3 other guys that I could read off for you guys, but I'm going to go straight into talking about the CGI trailer. So essentially what happened here is it shows Archon and his brother, who's wearing black. So Archon's wearing white and his brother's wearing black. I don't know what the correlation is with that, if one's dark side, one's light side, essentially. But the whole CGI trailer kind of made you seem to believe that Archon was going to be the light side character. He's the guy wearing the white all the time, super pure, looking super pure, and the guy wearing the black, I don't know his name yet, seemed to be a lot better at combat. They train together, and obviously they're twins, and they kicked ass together, essentially. And then you can see the progression through the trailer that Archon is just getting fed up with the Emperor of the Order, or whatever that is. And as he loses half of his face essentially melts, and he loses his arm. You can see that he just starts to gain frustration at an alarming rate, essentially. He's just getting more and more frustrated with everything that's going on. He's frustrated with the world, and obviously it's probably due to the teachings of the Emperor, Valkorion. And by the end of it, you see him try to turn on him, and then the twins end up fighting each other, and that's how it ends. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. I'm going to wait until the trailer actually fully releases on YouTube, and there should be a link by the time, and if there's not, well, by the time you watch this, there may not be the link there, but keep your eyes out for it, and look for the CGI trailer themselves. But now we're actually going to talk about what I think about this expansion, and what I think about this expansion is that it's freaking awesome. Like, you can pave your own path, and sure, that was kind of the tagline for Star Wars: The Old Republic in general, but it seems like they're almost eliminating most of the MMO aspects and making this true end game content where you don't have to do side quests. You're just going to do a main quest, and the story is going to revolve around your character, not necessarily, and the events going on, so not necessarily any other side quests or anything. It's just going to be your character and the companions you get to choose who join you, essentially. You can betray characters, you can kill them off. Like, I think allies that you've worked with before, so not your companions, like not the actual companions, like Malavai or Vet or Jaisa, because I'm definitely going in this with my Sith Warrior. That's what I'm going to record with, my Sith Warrior, because that just sounds so epic. So essentially, I don't think you can kill off your companions, but you can kill off people you've worked with, so probably like Darth Mar or Lana Benico or Theron Shan or Satil Shan. Like, you can team up with these guys, or you can kill them off, but the whole tagline here is that you need to work together, or you don't. It's all up to you. You get to choose whether or not your character is going to be the mending force between Sith and Jedi, and essentially, or I guess the Empire and the Republic, and fighting this force for this time being, which is kind of the same situation which the Emperor and Revan caused in Shadow of Revan, but at the same time, it could be an everlasting thing until, of course, they go Rule of Two and Sith and stuff like that, and they try to fight off until the actual events of Star Wars, because it's not confirmed that this is canon, of course, because this is a story-driven content, based on your character. So essentially, I would assume this isn't canon stuff, because Disney got rid of all the canon, essentially, besides the movies. So, like, all the other stuff isn't necessarily canon anyway, so essentially that just gave all the games and stuff free realm to do whatever the hell they want. They don't have to stick with canon anymore, which is awesome. I'm excited. I don't know what else to think about it. I'm hoping there's some really cool gear and that the story is amazing. Maybe we get a new planet or two. I mean, we've been getting new planets every time we've been getting expansions and stuff like that. But maybe a few more planets would be awesome, and just I want it. I want it now. I really do. It sounds like a ton of fun. It really does. And you can go in this with any character. I'm probably only going to record one character. I'm going to go into it with every character I play or I make, but I'm only going to record one that'll probably be the Sith warrior version. So look out for my walkthrough of that when that happens, or I guess my playthrough, because it's going to be super fun. I'll actually have commentary for that. Because recently I haven't been doing commentary for some of the Imperial Agent stuff. However, I don't know. I'm super excited for this, guys, and I'm sorry that I've been just kind of dragging on and on and on. Like 15 minutes of me just kind of talking. I don't know. So yeah, this kind of concludes my reaction to Knights of the Fallen Empire. If you guys want to hear more about that and get steady updates about that, I'll try to keep updated on it and try to keep you guys updated on that, depending on whether or not you want me to. This is the first of my E3 React videos. The next one's going to be about Fallout 4 and Dishonored 2, and basically the Bethesda stuff. I'm going to talk about that next, and then another episode will be about some Sony stuff, Dark Souls 3, and other stuff like that. So if you guys want to see more, let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you have not subscribed already. And I guess I'll just see you all next time. So peace out.